Oh, Gemini, Gemini, it's good to be back. This is your May reading, May 2025 for you, Gemini. If you are Gemini Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, cross-watching, or not even a Gemini at all, but you're like, stuff it, this looked good. Ooh. Now, I'm mixing together two decks, and I'm going to take two cards, one from each, but it's really weird because one of the other deck cards just turned up in this one. Okay. Ooh. Kicking off with 10 of Cups, lovely Geminis. Mars in Pisces. You put the phone down. Glitters, unicorns, and in fact, where are they? In honour of it, let's put on our love glasses just for a minute. Always scared these buggers are going to snap in half. Okay. Woohoo! So, 10 of Cups, nice card. We like this card. We're doing an overall reading first, then we're doing a love reading. So we'll see whether this comes up again in the love reading. But something simpatico is going on. Something nice is on offer. There is, I don't know if I would call it a happy ending, because we don't know what the beginning is yet. But it comes up with the Knight of Cups. Now, this is nice. Knight of Cups is offers, things coming towards you. Principally, it's love things, but it can also be jobs that you would love, opportunities that would really kind of float your boat, you know, get you out there, light your fire. It's weird because before I started this reading, I was like, going to do Gemini, got the t-shirt, you know. But there's a kind of naughty influence that came in, like a playful imp type, devil type, which I don't as yet know why I've got. Okay, so I'm looking out for that. But either way, 10 of Cups with the Knight of Cups heralds the beginning of something coming towards you. Now, for some of you, this may already have happened, or the beginning of it has happened. Like you have some idea that this is a thing, you know, that this is on the cards. Literally. You see what I did there, Gemini? Yes. Let's expand it a little bit. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm going one and then the other. I'm using Sarsaparilla Tarot and the Nightshade Tarot together. God, this is lovely. Okay, you get the moon, which is gorgeous. We do have, I think we've got a full moon in Scorpio on about the 12th. So there will be some need, and it's not always your favourite thing, but you know, sometimes you're up for it. Some introspection, particularly as it comes up with that card, with the Hermit. Now, of course, the Hermit scarpers off to the cave, you know, looking at the lamp, definitely giving it a bit of the old you know, maybe resetting his vagus nerve, giving it the eyes one way and then the other or whatever. Sorry, someone's just screaming in the street. Okay, it's cool. It's a happy screaming, Rob. You know what I'm saying. I'm going to show you the cards. It's going to be one of those readings, Gemini. Can you see how, with the full moon, she's looking at the Hermit card? There's something here about you looking deeper. Let's say you've been trying to get somewhere. I don't know if you've been applying for jobs or whatever the thing is that you've been wanting to get. There is some deep, deep thinking that has been missing from this, or some deep checking in with yourself. Which, you know, you're mutable, I'm mutable. We're not that bothered about doing that too much. But this is important. It could be an opportunity in some kind of esoteric world, you know, to up your spiritual game, or even if you're thinking of starting a spiritual business. Geminis are brilliant in business. You're a natural communicator. You are a natural connection maker. There may be a connection you have not made yet. It could be with a person, but it could equally be with an answer. or with a spiritual teaching or any kind of teaching or information that you just haven't quite connected with yet, especially because it comes up with this Wheel of Fortune. Now, I am rather loving that you get the Wheel of Fortune here. This one wanted to come out, as the actress said to the bishop. So look at the way that all these three are going, okay? The way that they're looking. They're all looking towards this Wheel of Fortune. This is about creating some space. And the word that came into my head was for a miracle to happen. Now, you know, it doesn't have to be major stuff. It can be small miracles, but it's a shift. So you're looking here towards a shift. And I like the look of that shift because we also go back to the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Somebody who is looking away from this is someone else, is bringing in an opportunity here to you, which could make you very happy. Now, this could be happy romantically. We're going to do your love reading down the bottom here in a minute. There will be an extended love reading. So if the love reading really resonates, that will be the first link, as it always is, in the description box. But for now, this outside influence person is offering you something that can make you really happy. Yes, it could be romantic. Traditionally, it's romantic. But it is also an opportunity for you to really use your skills, your esoteric skills. I'm going to call them your weird skills because I don't have a better word for it. But whatever it is that you can do that's quite unusual, it's needed and it's wanted, and there's an opportunity for you to expand it. Also with the Hermit card, I would say if you have ideas about something that you want or a way to develop something, I would be keeping them to yourself at the moment and not particularly sharing them. There's just something there about confidentiality and the power of keeping information to yourself. It's not natural to do that if you're a Gemini, but there are times, and here I am to tell you it's one of those times, where you will really benefit if you keep it to yourself. So if you've got some plans, some crazy ideas, keep it to, oh my God, how cool is that? Keep it to yourself. Five of Swords nips in. Tighty whities. Five of Swords, Venus and Aquarius. This can be that there is a situation, and this is sort of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about not necessarily telling people, where you're in competition a little bit. It's not major competition, you know, like Seven of Wands, where two people are trying to push each other off a cliff or whatever. But it's verbal competition or just playing a game of chess with something or somebody. Could even be in your love life. It's maneuvering. If this is in business, it's about timing. It's about who knows what and when. It's about you knowing something and choosing the right moment to let that cat out of the bag so that it's the most advantage to you. Okay, which is very important, Gemini. It's going to take one more card. No, it's going to be that one. Yes. I like that you get strength. I like that you get strength. Strength card. Okay. You have hidden resources. It's a very good time for you to be going for a job that you feel is out of your league. Okay? One, Gemini should always do that, because if you can't talk your way into something, Gemini, I don't know who can. And two, you have so much more hidden resource, Hermit, than you think you have. In whatever situation you're asking about, you have reserves that you don't even know you have. Let's have a look at love and relationships. Chicka. Scarlet Rose Tarot. Don't mind if we do. Might have to pop the love glasses back on my head. Yes. God, I must get some more expensive ones that don't feel like they're going to snap. Okay, Gemini love life. Isn't that interesting? Five of Swords is back, so it's that card again, but in a different deck. Five of Swords, okay. It's not uncommon for a Gemini in their love life to be bantering, to enjoy an intellectual exchange, to enjoy the thrill of the chase, to enjoy mysteries being revealed and tracing things and joking with somebody. But when you get the Five of Swords, and I'd be very interested to know what else comes up with it, it can mean that you and somebody else in relationship are skirting around each other. Like a game of chess, that you're getting things into position. Now this can be quite exciting and it can be very intriguing, and this would certainly come up if you were seeing somebody and they were a bit of a mystery to you, or you were a bit of a mystery to them, because let's face it, Geminis are a bit of a mystery to most people. Page of Wands, the beginning of an attraction. So Page is the most junior of the wands. We've got the Page, we've got the Knight, we've got the Queen, we've got the King. But there's something, it's an attraction. It's a little sizzle, you know, it's a simmer actually. You know, if we're going for a cooking metaphor here, and I have got a pot of chicken stock actually on the stove at the moment, which is doing this, simmering. And there it is, the Devil. This is really, really important. Okay, I'm going to take my love glasses off. I'm going to hold this card up. We're going to talk about this. Love glasses come off because before I started your reading, I had to choose a costume based on what I thought would come up. And here's the costume that I got. It's my Devil-y costume. Now, showing, won't be for all of you, but your love life, when you get the Devil, and I know what I was thinking when I saw this, or when I thought this, I was thinking more of you being a devil, if I'm honest. Because I think, God, my ear's sticking out there. I think it can be underrated, can't it? The Devil card is very important. It often gets a really negative press. And, okay, in this case, I don't necessarily think so. Let's go back to looking at the cards. Tell me more, as they said in Greece, about the Devil. Five of Pentacles, yeah. Some of you have been, are, or will be dealing with somebody who is a bit of a lone wolf. They're a bit mysterious. Five of Pentacles is in a love kind of situation. Someone who keeps you out of things a little bit. They keep you at arm's length. And I'm interested to know how that works here. Because Geminis don't necessarily, in my experience, and do leave me a comment, want to get that enmeshed with somebody anyway. I mean, if you want space, find a Gemini. Oh, I like this. 10 of Pentacles comes up. 2 10s in the reading. Loving that. And I love these two together because the 10 of Cups is glitter and unicorns and rainbows and happy endings and bubblegum and all that stuff. 10 of Pentacles is much more reality. You know, I call it the meat and potatoes of the love cards. It's like, let's get this down to earth. Let's see if this can work. So there's something here, and I'm going to take another one of these. Oh, you get it again. Of course, you could be dealing with a Leo, but we get the Strength card again. Some of you may be having to find your boundaries with somebody, and your boundaries may be represented by the Devil. But also, some kind of battle, game, I don't know how to put it, is challenging you. Six of Pentacles. Who receives? Who's giving? What's the energy? I'm fascinated by this. I don't normally use this many decks, but I really kind of... I'm going to put that over here and I'm going to choose you. Yet another deck, because this one's calling out to me. Tell us more about this situation, please. The standoff, the love relationship, the battle for power, or whatever it is that I'm picking up on here. Anxiety, we've got the Nine of Swords, okay. No, not you. Five of Wands, which is another card of, why don't we understand each other? Why can't we communicate with each other? Six of Swords, which is the opportunity to move away from the Five, which I really, really like. Okay, how do we get to the Six of Swords, please? Eight of Pentacles. That's putting the work in, making an effort. And the Empress, that's nice, feminine energy. And at the bottom, we've got the Seven of Cups. Let's put you there. Gemini, I'm detecting a battle for power, however that looks. And it may be that this is to do with, you know, who's contacting who, or who's putting in more effort than the other person, you know, with that Six of Pentacles here. This is something coming into you, if you pardon the expression. Sorry. Well, I have got my devil's horns on. What can I do? You've got the Knight of Cups at the top going into the Ten of Cups. Something is, I really want to just say something is coming at you. It's coming towards you. And for some reason, rather than it just saying to me, oh, well, isn't that nice? You know, how lovely for Gemini. I feel like I also, at the same time, get this slightly combative energy. Five of Wands, Five of Swords, too much anxiety, overthinking something, wanting to find a way forward, but that way forward being not hard work, but definitely it needs to be scripted, it needs to be thought about. You've got the Moon here, you've got the Hermit here, so there's something about digging deep. Those of you that are dealing with somebody who is a bit mysterious, or even more mysterious, you know, is not on your radar, maybe they've disappeared, or you don't know what's going on, or it's a situationship. There's something about you also taking some kind of risk by digging deeper into your own psyche and finding your own strength in a situation. Strength comes up twice. I don't know if you yet know where your boundaries are. And if you can locate them, and I know that sounds silly, but it's sometimes the case. If you can truly kind of turn yourself inside out and find out what it is that you want, or what it is that you don't want, you can put that more into practice. This Devil card is very, very interesting, because you may have to, or I keep thinking of my friend who used to say, look here, Gemma, I'm going to have to play Devil's Avocado. And it's really in my head. You might have to play Devil's Avocado a bit. Page of Wands again. This is again an attraction When you get the Page of Wands, it's the beginning of something. So you may just have met someone, or you may just be about to. Oh yeah, giddy up. Knight of Wands, okay, and for some of you that could really, really be building. Because if you get the Page of Wands and it builds to the Knight of Wands, chicka chicka. And the Emperor, okay. Somebody who has not made themselves known or their feelings known to you is going to step up and make something known, offer something, okay? They come forward with something, they offer something, and for some reason it's going to cause you to discover where your boundaries lie as to whether you want to say yes or no to this. There's a strange power struggle that you can probably sense, but it could be fun as well at the same time. And you're going to need to do this alone, to work this out alone, to spend some time in mental solitude at least, so that you know who you are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, but also what you want and what you don't want, because this is going to be a challenge to you in some way. It's going to be challenging. And we've got the Seven of Cups here. It's very important that this is not put into any kind of fantasy scenario, because the Six of Swords is looking to the Eight of Pentacles, which is real solid solutions as to how this is going to work. You know, here's my boundaries, these are my non-negotiables, this is what I'm looking for, that kind of energy. For some of you, just a few of you as well, this person may be somebody that really pushes your buttons, and that could be really good in a lot of ways and in a lot of situations, but in other ways, it's if you haven't worked out your non-negotiables beforehand, you could be sort of influenced by this into an arrangement that isn't quite what you're after. It's very important that you can be very clear about what you're after, because this person is, you know, coming in a bit hot and heavy, and I quite like that. Taking the initiative, coming forward, Page of Wands turns to Knight of Wands, giddy up cowboy, let's go. It's exciting, honestly fantastic fling material, not going to lie. Why, you know, the attraction is going to be good. But if it's long term that you're thinking, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, you need to do some soul searching about how you tackle this, who you let in and who you don't, and why. Okay, let's, in the extended reading, I'm going to do a reading about the other person, the other side of things. I'm going to look at the shadow side. I'm going to look at who are they, what do they want, how do they feel about you, what's this relationship about, and what is the best way forward. Okay. You love Oracle card, you get sacrifice. Love may come with sacrifices. Evaluate what you're willing to give up. Totally. That's totally what I'm talking about. Ooh, that's nice. Look. True love, a deep and enduring connection that goes beyond superficial attraction. Don't mind, I want a third one. Don't mind if we do. Oof. Destiny, the reunion with your twin flame is a destined event. This is quite complex, isn't it, Gemini? As it often is with you. For some of you, this is a half friend, half fancy. For some of you, this could be an ex, but one that you definitely have unfinished business with. For others of you, you're about to meet this person and it's interesting. You know, it's going to twist your melon, but in quite a good way. Gemini. I'm going to go do the extended. If you want to join me, it's the first link in the description box for more fun and frolics. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.